here's a little piece of history. The V with the equal sign on either end, these Craftsman quarter-inch drive ratchets were made between 59 and 63. They called these the V selector, the flying V, and they only made them for 4 years. 59 to 63, that's how old this is. I haven't figured out how old this one is, but it was made in America. So I don't know when they started making them overseas. 44807, I'll have to Google that. But both of these selector switches have stripped out, and the little ball bearings that hold the socket in, the springs are broken on them and they don't hold the socket on anymore. So I called Sears, and they will exchange these for rebuilt ones. And I'm not sure I want to let go of this. This is really old. And it was made by a company back then called Eastco. And here's a little bit of interesting trivia, or stuff you don't care to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Eastco hand tools. When I got out of the Army in 1980, Eastco hand tools was the first job I got. And you know, it was a crummy job. You did the same thing. You were part of a line. You picked up a socket and put it in a toolbox all day long. And then later I was promoted to overhead hoist, and I was the one that actually picked up these big metal buckets of tools and dumped them into smaller buckets and fed the smaller buckets to people on the line. And then I got fired from that job because I called the boss Tithead. He was bald, and he had this huge mole right on the top of his head. And everybody called him Tithead, but not to his face. Anyway, I was telling my friend Joe that I was going to call in sick tomorrow. And because I wanted to ride my motorcycle. It's a beautiful day. And I was just going to call in and tell Tithead I was sick. And this whole time I'm talking to my friend Joe, he's making these funny hand gestures. It turns out Tithead was standing right behind me, and Joe was trying to tell me that. So anyway, that job ended quick. And from then on, I just worked a little bit, got enough money to last a few weeks, buy gas for my motorcycle, a sack of weed, and I'd go ride my motorcycle in the mountains. And when I run out of money, I'd get a job and do it all over again. But anyway, there's some interesting history. I may have even handled this. Well, no, not from 59 to 63. This one I may have, though. Alright, I'm going to go turn these in. History be damned. I want to get 2 working ratchets for 2 non-working ratchets. But this one is older than me. Well, maybe not. I was born in '60, so it's almost as old as me. And I'm still working, and it's not. Well, here's a little more info on this other one. This is a VT 44807. It was made there from 2002 to 2006. So it's not an old one. Very interesting. Well, they didn't even ask any questions. Didn't bat an eye. And they're used, but they've been rebuilt. You can see they've got new parts on them. And they're the Chinesiums. So they still have a lifetime warranty. And there was nobody at the counter, so I had to call the operator and ask them if they could have somebody come over to the counter. And a guy comes over there from appliances, and he tells me that the guy who works in tools didn't show up today, didn't call or nothing, just didn't show up. And he said that's grounds for termination as far as he's concerned, but they won't fire him, he'll have a job tomorrow. That's what he said. Very strange working conditions nowadays. I guess I don't know. If I had a job and didn't show up when I was a young man, and didn't call, didn't have a good reason for not coming to work, I know I'd lose my job. Anyway, back to the house. Oh no, I got to go to Walmart's little market and find something really cool to make an omelet out of, because this afternoon I'll be getting my brand new fry pan, Trementina fry pan, and tomorrow morning I'm going to make us a big old omelet, and I haven't figured out what yet, so I'll find something. It's here, it's here, it's here. Hold on. Oh yeah. A thing of beauty. Right, tomorrow we omelet.